Hello again, this is Mrs. Merrill. I'm here today to read you the questions for how Odin lost his eye. Okay, hope you enjoyed this myth. I love myths. It's one of my favorite genres, so I'm hoping you guys are liking the same between Theseus and the Minotaur and how Odin lost his eye. Okay, and look at that picture. How cool is that picture? All right, let's get started. How Odin lost his eye, comprehension questions. Directions. After you have read how Odin lost his eye, answer the 4, yes, that's right, only 4 multiple choice questions. Read each question carefully and select the best answer option. Yes, today you only have 4 multiple choice questions. However, these questions will help you and set you up for tomorrow's written response question you have that connects to this story. So no new story for Thursday. You will continue to use how Odin lost his eye, and these questions that you'll be answering today will definitely help you. Again, don't forget your vocabulary tip. If there's something that you do not know, please just look it up. All right. Also, make sure you put in your first name, your last name, and your class period, just like you have been doing. Okay, let's get started with these questions. Here's question 1. Notice that each question is worth 25 points since there's only 4 questions. All right, question 1, part A. Which of the following is an example of how the plot is shaped by the setting of the story? So how do the events take place, and why do the events take place, and how does the setting of the story impact the plot? Okay, so remember, the setting is the time and the place that a story takes place or the events take place, and the plot are the events that happen. So which of the following is an example of how the plot or an event is shaped by the setting? A. Odin knows that there is a group who hate the god's works, and this fills him with anxiety, like he's very unsure, maybe even nervous. B. Odin lives in a palace up high in Asgard, and he rules over the beautiful earth below him. C. Odin knows that there is a group of unseen creatures who work to aid or help the children of the earth. Or D. Odin knows that there is a rainbow bridge that he can use to get from Asgard to the earth. Now remember, Odin knows that there are these dark figures who he needs to know more about. Okay, so which one of these answer choices proves that Odin knows that there are these dark figures down below and he just needs to know more about them? Go ahead and pause this video to answer question 1. Okay, question 2, part B. Which phrase from the text best supports your answer to part A? Okay, so whatever your answer choice is for question 1, which phrase best supports that answer? A. Once when the world was still very young, Odin sat on his throne in the most beautiful palace in Asgard. B. Odin's throne was so high that he could see over all 3 parts of the world from where he sat. C. The fair elves had promised that they would help his children of the earth. The elves were the tiny people. Or D. But Odin knew that the frost giants were only waiting for a chance to bring trouble to his children. Go ahead and pause this video to answer question 2. Okay, here is just a little picture for you. It shows Odin handing over his eye while Mimir hands over a horn full of water. This is just a reminder that Odin sacrifices his eye for the good of men and women. Okay, just a reminder for you. Okay, question 3. Which of the following themes best applies to this passage? A. It often requires a group effort to bring about a wonderful creation. B. Sometimes in life there will be people who try to oppose your goals. C. In a conflict, it is best to be calm and take a wait and see approach. Or D, sometimes one must make a selfless sacrifice for the greater good? Go ahead and pause this video to answer question 3. And question 4. Which of the following shows how Odin's attitude evolves through the plot? So how does Odin change? Okay, the word evolves means change. How does he change through the plot or over the course of the plot? So think about how he was at the beginning and how he changed towards the end. Those two eyes had gazed across the world from his high throne in the shining city of the gods. Choice B, then Mimir smiled and gave Odin a hornful of the waters from his well. C, it was only the glorious promise at the end that gave Odin the courage to go on. Or D, if you can find Mimir's well, you will see Odin's blue eye resting on the bottom. Go ahead and answer question 4. And don't forget, once you are done, be sure to click the submit button to turn in your Google Forms. Now remember, this is just the video. You actually have to complete your own Google form while watching or listening to this video. Okay? If you have any questions, just let me know. Email me or give me a call.